going on with the clutch? My journey begins at North America's most northern drivable point. The plan is to ride through Canada and America before crossing over to Europe. From there, I'll make my way across Asia and down to Australia. New Zealand's southernmost drivable point will mark the end of my journey. I'm calling it the Big Spiral, and this is Act 3 across North America. All right, it's the next morning. Let's continue down the Dalton Highway and finish at Fairbanks. All right, so first thing first, as usual, is to get fuel. And I'm right near Coldfoot, and they got some gas for me, I think. I hope. Didn't like that. Bike is clutch is slipping. What's going on with the clutch? I've had it. I'm sure you heard that the revs were coming up. Oh yeah, the clutch is slipping. Oh, that's not good. I just gave it throttle and the revs went up and I didn't accelerate. Okay, well, I have 400 kilometers to get to Fairbanks. Oh man. What should I do? I'm just gonna go to the gas station and then I'm gonna have a poke around. I know my clutch cable's been a bit too tight and it may be not letting the clutch fully engage. Okay. Maybe before I put fuel in, I'm gonna have a poke because I don't know if to take the tank off, then I don't want fuel in there. So it's a cable activated clutch. Yeah, that looks good there. The problem has been, it's not really an issue most of the time, but when I turn the bars, you can see the clutch is getting pulled. And but on the highway I was going straight, so that wouldn't have been the case. Can I do 400 kilometers on that? There's some hills, but they're not massive, but
Hello? Yep.
oh, hi. I'm wondering if you, I've got a bit of a problem with my motorbike. I was wondering if you have any clutch plates for KLX 300.
Alright, let me put you on hold and I'll see if we have them.
Okay, thanks.
Yep, so we don't have any of those clutch plates in stock.
How long would that take?
1 to 2 weeks.
Okay, so I just ordered a new clutch to Fairbanks, and it should arrive pretty fast, assuming they don't flag it or there's some kind of issue. I'm gonna fill up the bike, and I'm gonna try to drive slowly to Fairbanks and see if I can make it on this clutch. It was mainly only when I was putting a lot of power that it was slipping, but this is obviously not optimal. The downside is that the more weight I put on the bike, the more the bike has to work, the more the clutch has to work, and can't believe the clutch is done already. Like, the bike probably has 7,000 K on it. Alright, I've gotten myself into a bit of trouble now, haven't I? So, for those that don't know, the clutch basically connects the engine to the transmissions. Now, basically there's a set of friction plates in there. So as they wear down, they get thinner and thinner, and there's less tension on the whole system. And if you start to lose tension, then they start to slip. So my problem is it's still maybe kind of early. It was only under full power that the clutch was slipping, and that's why I think maybe I can make it to Fairbanks if I really baby it. If I'm really gentle, I might be able to make it. But now I have a hill here, and there's going to be more load on the clutch as I go up the hill. Basically, this is what I'm worried about, the hills. So it may be better to go slower. Alright, so I just went up the hill. I didn't feel the clutch slip, but it's very possible that the clutch is slipping and you don't feel it. The reason I felt it earlier is because I heard it and I was accelerating to get in front of that semi truck, who wasn't very happy about me doing that when my clutch started to slip. So this is going to be a long ride. I'm only doing 65 kilometers an hour right now, and oh man, 403 kilometers to Fairbanks. At least it's not raining. That's good. It's not raining. I'm happy about that. Oh god. I know that's all really nerdy stuff, but this is what's going through my mind right now. So if I can use my knowledge to get to Fairbanks, that's the best way to go. The truck was just dumped a whole bunch of water in front of me. Oh man, that's a pretty big climb over there. Oh, made it over another hill. It's pretty flat over there too, so that's good. Oh, good, or? Okay. It's going well so far. I'm just trying to drive as smoothly and gently as possible. 364 kilometers left. Another big hill. I don't want to shift. I just hold the throttle. If the bike slows down, it's okay. I just don't want to put any extra load on the clutch. Nearly at the top, but there's a big truck behind me. I'm gonna pull over for the truck. Watching the revs as they don't climb while I'm climbing this. No, it might have slipped a little bit at the bottom. Alright, we're at Camp Yukon Camp. Yukon River Bridge. Fresh oil. So scary. I just pulled over. I just pulled over for some lunch, and check this out. Is the whole oil on my? It must be from the road. It's got to be from the road. Because I first looked at my boot. I was like, "What the heck is that?" It must be the oil that they put on the road because it's on both sides. Basically, I'm worried about the fork seals leaking. I think it's probably from the road, but that's crazy. They would put that much oil on the road. It seems dangerous. Anyways, I'm gonna have some lunch. Today's a bit of a rough day. Let's go. I want to have a look at the fork again. This looks really wet in there. Yeah, I think the fork might be leaking, and somehow it's leaking from both sides at the same time, which is pretty amazing coincidence. Okay, I'm out of the construction zone. I'm gonna see if I can fix my seal. So when a seal on a fork leaks, it's often, not always, but usually because there's dirt has gotten under it, and it's kind of moved the seal away from the, it's called a stanchion, basically the shiny part. And so I've got this tool that will try to go under that seal and try to pull out that dirt. I've never used it before, but it's got good reviews. So the first thing I'll try to do is clean it. And all I really have is toilet paper, so it's gonna have to do. All right, let's see if this thing works. Oh, it went right in there. Definitely got some dirt out of there. Yeah, definitely pulling stuff out. I probably should have done this before it leaked. This one feels tighter, actually. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but there's definitely dirt coming out. Alright, well, I guess we'll see if that solves the problem. Alright, I have low expectations, but I have to at least try. But I have a feeling they're going to keep leaking. But yeah, fork seals and clutch in the same day. And I'm not sure if it's normal or not, but the bike now has 8,134 kilometers on it. But anyways, 153k to Fairbanks. And actually, I'm looking forward to something. If you watched the past video, I spoke to a construction lady, and she mentioned, I think it was like a banana chocolate pie, cream pie, something like that. So I want to stop at Hilltop gas station and get that pie. I think that'll hit the spot pretty good right now. Bye bye, Dalton. Oh wow, I'm coming to the end of the highway. This gravel part. This was so slippery. I was going so slow through here. It's amazing how good it is now.
How's the ride going?
What was that? Sorry?
Oh, I was like, how's the ride going?
Oh, it's good.
Man, you got cameras everywhere.
Yeah, I got cameras everywhere, yeah.
Oh, hush, you big baby.
Yeah, it's, I've had a couple issues with the bike actually, so I'm kind of going gently towards Fairbanks. The clutch is starting to slip actually, so I want to make sure I make it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I was just telling them this road will chew up and spit out anything that rolls.
I know, it does.
So the only issue you're having with the bike?
Actually my fork seal started leaking as well.
That's a common one. Even with the sleeves on there, the gunk just gets up there.
Yeah, maybe I should have a look.
Most of the dudes that roll back are bleeding out the brake, the shock seals, whatever they stop.
Yeah, man. I have this little tool, I tried to clean it out, but it still looks pretty wet in there.
2 German guys came through a couple days ago. They had landed in British Columbia, went across Canada, down to New York, hit the East Coast, hooked it over to Mexico, went down to Argentina, came back up the west side, and they were coming back from the top of the world, and by the time they got back to British Columbia, they would have completely circumnavigated the North American continents.
Oh.
It's a hell of a ride.
Yeah, it's a long ride for sure.
Their next stops was Vietnam, Australia, and New Zealand.
Oh.
They were trying to bike the globe.
Oh, that sounds pretty good actually.
Hey, if you got the money for it, fucking go for it.
Oh, is it?
There's the traffic. There's the pilot car. You have a good one and stay safe out there.
Yeah, thanks, man. So I heard at Hilltop gas station, they make a good pie.
Oh yeah, they're famous for their pie.
Yeah, okay.
Bumper sticker and everything that says "I brake for pie."
Really?
Yeah, they've got them there, and they also make good burgers and stuff too. So.
Okay, I might have to stop there. All right, thank you very much.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Oh, even he knew about the pies at the Hilltop. So I'm definitely gonna have to stop and get a pie. Oh, this construction zone is so much drier now. It's a breeze. It's a breeze now. Fueling up the trucks. I got a truck to fuel the trucks. I'm a bit worried Hilltop's gonna close. I think someone mentioned they close at 7, but right now it's 6:43. But the gas station should be open later than 7, no? Alright, I think Hilltop is just around the corner here. It's just after 7. I hope they're open. There it is. I see a light, but there's nobody here. Oh, it doesn't say open. Oh no. Oh, they close at 5. Oh, that's disappointing. All this talk about pie and I've been rejected. I've been rejected. Okay, well this is disappointing. Can't believe they close at 5. Alright, well let's head down to Fairbanks. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, yeah. Coming into Fairbanks. So actually the clutch made it and it actually felt fine the whole way, but I kind of want to see if it actually is slipping. So I'm just gonna accelerate and see what happens. Oh yeah, it's slipping. It's slipping. Yeah. That was 3rd gear, and it goes. Definitely need a new clutch. Well, I'm glad it got me back here, because that would have caused me some big problems. So fork seals and clutch. I must drive this little motorbike gently because her clutch is not so strong anymore. Oh. But she got me back to Fairbanks, which I'm quite happy about. Wow, is this it? Billy's. Oh my god, this place looks amazing. And there's already a motorbike there. Well, bad things definitely happen in threes, don't they? Well, maybe the last one wasn't. Yeah, the clutch started slipping. One bad thing, but it got me back to Fairbanks for over 400 kilometers. I was just really babying it the whole way. I could actually still ride pretty fast, but as long as I'm just not pushing it too hard, yeah, it wouldn't slip. And to the point where I was like, by the time I got to Fairbanks, I was like, is this actually slipping? And then I try, I'm like, oh yeah, it's slipping. But yeah, I'm glad I made it, because otherwise I would have, I don't know, been begging someone to put the bike in their truck and take me along with them. And then the fork seal started leaking. First I thought it was road oil. I was like, wow, how did that even get there? But no, the fork seal it's leaking like a sieve, like really bad. So I can't tell. I don't think that my little fix fixed it much. Like, it still seems pretty wide over there at the bottom of the fork. So I'm definitely gonna have to get that fixed too. But they should have that part in town, I would think, because fork seals are kind of they're somewhat generic, as in they can go on a lot of different forks because they have a standard sizing. But and the final one that was almost the biggest disappointment of all was I didn't get to have my pie. Once I get those clutch parts in, I'm going to try fix it myself, because this is something I really should know how to do on my own, because well, especially after only 8,000 kilometers, who knows when it's going to go next. I should be able to fix it myself. So I might have to get some decent sized tools to do it though. And then also the fork seals is probably a good thing for me to figure out how to do as well, but yeah, we'll see. Anyways, I thought today was going to be a little boring, because like it was just the same ride out and just really long and stuff. But in fact, stuff happened. Things broke. Things definitely became interesting. So anyways, the start of my trip is a little bit fraught with complications, but this is okay. This is all part of the adventure, and we'll keep going, and it's all going to work out in the end. So, but if you want to help a little bit, there is a subscribe button down below. Anyways, thanks for watching the video, and I hope to see you in the next one.